So Disney is doing that thing again where they pretend like everything in the world is racist because their show sucks. Once upon a time, there was this thing called Dark Angel. It was a show about Jessica Alba being a hot, superpowered cat burglar and fighting an evil, like, government organization, kind of, but later it turns out to be kind of like a cult thing. Yeah, so this was what people used to watch back in the early 2000s. It's like a CW show, but like way better. Imagine a CW show, but like actually good. And now what we have here is continuity breaking, weird stuff that has nothing to do with. I mean, kind of has something to do with the prequels, but like, come on. Like, the prequels, when they were out, we got like cartoons, Clone Wars, and we got Asajj Ventress, and it's just like, look at this guy. Look at this guy's face. This guy would have been rejected from Doctor Who. Like, nowadays, this is the type of thing we're expecting. Like, he looks terrible. Like, why is his like, this is the desert. Why is your armor so clean, dude? Like, come on. I mean, seriously. So, for those of you who not in the know, once upon a time we got diverse stuff in shows and it wasn't like shoved in your face. Like, people actually watched it for the purpose of entertainment. Like, seriously, it was just like a decade ago, you know? Like, first you got people pretending like uh Gamergate was like some sort of big Nazi festival or whatever, like, because Breitbart used it to recruit a little bit, therefore misogyny, or more accurately, like, Gamergate was a hashtag started by a guy who was mad at his ex-girlfriend for fucking people and like getting her like and like doing this like weird manipulative shit to him. Like, she acted like he was a creep because he wanted to talk to her because she was getting abortion, that sort of nonsense. But like, the reason why it exploded is because people started talking about video game journalism. Now, Gamergate is everyone's boogeyman. Gamergate is the boogeyman of fucking the 20 teens. Like, seriously, it's not just rich white dudes, it's dudes in general, and they have to be gamers, and Gamergate has to be behind everything, you know? It's this weird, stupid thing. Like, and people were talking about this because she slept with a bunch of guys who got like who were in the gaming like media, and her game was notoriously kind of trash and unimportant and irrelevant, you know? But what really irked people back then was people were acting like it was about misogyny when clearly people were talking about video game ethics. Like T4 came out and like there was this weird interview where a chick who was supposedly a games journalist like acted like the backlash was because oh just nostalgia and it was like this weird, I think it was a Asian dude, like some guy was a games reporter, like game industry reporter, but he didn't know how to play a side scroller. And people were like, some people were like, well, do you have to know every type of game, blah, blah, blah? But then people looked at his older articles and noticed that he didn't know what the red things on Mass Effect were. Like the targeting, like seriously, like I think he thought that he was supposed to hit the red triangles, not, not, like, that's our bullshit, you know? Yeah, so now the norm is hire someone unexperienced, sometimes the reverse, usually just towing like having the narrative. Like, act like everyone who's your critic is a racist, misogynist, right, outright, whatever, you know, like someone commenting like on the Amber Heard trial, like going like, I spent years of my life, Rebecca Watson. I spent years of my life trying to avoid this thing, but now I cannot like stop. So I'm gonna show you this cherry-picked video that confirms my suspicions about the media treating this as whatever, and I'm going to call people's idea about the trial like moderate or extreme. And if you're on Johnny Depp's side, you're on the extreme side. And if you think they both like went at each other, then it's like the moderate side. Like, I mean, give me a break. Like, I think she for some reason thinks that like Amber spent $1 million on charity, which I have never heard that ever in the last couple of years of watching the trials. And let me put this to you this way. Let me put it to you this way. I have in another channel a 3 days long playlist showing all kinds of like Amber and Johnny stuff. Like, I'm not kidding. You need 3 days, if you include sleep, to go through that entire playlist. Like two, if you speed up the videos. You can do that on YouTube. I know about the purple flush monster. I know about this. I know about that. But I mean, seriously, like, come on. Like, how fucking lazy do you have to be to, like, think that Amber is, like, and so this whole, oh, everyone's, like, having fun with this that's sort of bullshit. It's stupid. Like, people weren't having fun with the whole scandal back when Johnny was being, like, accused of being a wife beater or whatever. Like, that was just fine. That was standing up to a dude with power or whatever. That sort of bullshit. But, like, seriously, I mean, come on. Come on. Like, seriously. It's the same exact types of people pushing the same exact types of narratives for the last decade. There's, like, this line around 2014 where like before 2014, conservatives were the craziest party around. After 2014, all these toxic individuals came flooding in. And I think it's because of these open offices, because everything is trying to be a tech, was try to be a tech company, and all this venture capital went into these tech companies that weren't really tech companies. They were just new companies, but they had tech, and their HR people weren't called HR, and you got ball pits everywhere. Everything's an open office, high turnover. Like, I I think I've actually seen like one where they had like, I'm not kidding about this, literal beer was being served in the office. I don't remember what it was, but like if I think on Joshua Fluke's channel you can find it. Like seriously, literal beer being served at the office. Like they hire very young people and they feed them snacks, and social media is part of your work. And you you have to be in the background of every video for when people are posting ads. You don't have the right of anonymity. It's that sort of horse shit, right? That sort of like massive, massive horse shit. It's been the norm for a few years now. And after 2016, I think progressives, like legitimate progressives, just gave up trying, because the fucking Phantom Chair incident, and like 5 fucking years of Orange Man bad with rarely any substance to the explanation of why Orange Man bad, and nobody is like fucking gonna bitch about Hillary Clinton fucking with Bernie's fucking home district, and the fucking Phantom Chair incident. Like, that's sort of fucking mental bullshit, you know? So, all these, like, random fucking, all this bullshit, it's all the fucking same culture. It's people trying to, pretending like they're progressives, but really they're just bipolar narcissists, or a cult pushed into being bipolar narcissists by really dumb fucking tech bros, ball pit tech bros fucking around and pushing this fucking horseshit. Yeah, that's my opinion of how fucking the last decade has been. Like, scream at me all you want, but it's fucking true. Like, seriously, like, come on. Like, look at this fucker. This is the Doctor Who reject. Yeah. Can we get, like, maybe a few statistics? Like, a little bit of information about why you think that people are being abnormally racist towards you? Like, what's the statistics of racism in Hollywood? Like, how many people, how many comments, what's considered racist? Like, give us some specifics if we're supposed to take this sort of bullshit seriously. Because I'm so fucking tired of this shit.